And welcome to a Let's Play by the GamerWolfSix of a game where I think it's pretty cool that I can wave my hand and it moves the snow away, or at least makes it disappear. Anyways, a game made in the Unreal Engine called Everest VR. The snow waving thing I think is probably one of the best things in this game. Or simulation-y thingy. So guess I might cut this thing here while it loads. Or not, because that was pretty short. Okay, it wants me to stand in specific places. Okay, I have done this thing a little bit before, but I'm gonna be doing it again. I did it before because this is one of the first things I played when doing VR. I was like, this would be an okay thing to do as maybe an extra play. Yeah, probably an extra play. Okay, there's a thing. A C or an arrow pointing in that direction. Not anymore. Oh, hey, two guys on the top of, I'm assuming Everest? Oh yeah, and I do know that for some reason this game only records like a phone, like up and down, not widescreen, so sorry, boots that. Try and look around a bunch.
Welcome to Seeker, a world that celebrates curiosity, science, and exploration.
I'm incredibly
In this special
English.
expedition to Everest in VR, we invite you to journey
VR?
across the mountain, where you'll discover interactive audio and visual guides that explore the environment,
That's a really big
and
person.
the physical challenges that climbers face on Mount Everest.
Which one's the any button? Such an old joke. So, I'm guessing I'm a bit shorter than 100 meters tall. Which I guess would be true because if this was the height of Everest compared to a person, it wouldn't be that impressive. So yeah, teleportation. Man. It's kind of weird, like sometimes you don't notice how bad VR resolution is, and then other times it's like, I can't read those things over there. It's like trying to go to eye doctor place and you have to take your glasses off. I know that starts with a T, that starts with a C, that's like Lobuche, I think. Can't read the things beneath it. I'm not sure if there's words or if that's a line. Too bad I bought the early version of the Vive, because there's a Vive Pro coming out, which is supposed to have like double resolutions. Like, really? Or maybe I have to redo my eye apart thing. I mean, it isn't bad, it just, I don't know. Hello, monk person. An interesting thing when I was looking up for this game, like, it's free for me because, I don't know, Vive or something, but then it's like $14 on Steam, which seems a bit high. What happened to this place? And it looks like Far Cry 4 happened back there. Good game. Wish Far Cry 5 was any good. Like, I haven't bought it, but I heard the story's just like, and the characters are just meh. Was it down in this general area? Because this area looks a bit different from over back ways. So let's see. Ooh, there's an audio thing? Let's go with the thing I did before.
Spring is the primary climbing season on Everest. Each year at the end of March, hundreds of climbers and support staff erect a colorful tent city at Mount Everest's 5,300-meter base camp. They're home for the next 2 months. While conditions can change quickly, spring weather on the mountain offers a reliable break from the extremes that plague the peak during the rest of the year.
Is that like fluctuation
Due
when
to
it
the
comes to the
mountain's near
y-axis?
protrusion into the stratosphere, it takes a beating from hurricane-force winds for most of the year.
Huh.
In the spring, however, the jet stream moves north and the weather calms. The strong winds die down and temperatures rise. By mid-June, monsoon season is underway in Nepal, making conditions on the mountain inhospitable to climbing.
Alright, I need to look directly at
Despite
it.
higher success rates in the spring, some alpinists do attempt the peak in the fall and winter off-season. In the autumn months, the days are shorter and colder, and the weather is more erratic, making attempts both more difficult and more dangerous. The fall season on Everest comes at the tail end of the monsoon season, when the mountain has the highest snow levels, thereby increasing the risk of avalanches.
Avalanche.
To date, only a handful of people have summited Everest during the autumn.
That's kind of neat. I like little graphs like that. Let's see. Also, I was wondering, like, does the base camp need to be colorful, or is it just like they buy whatever, and since they make it all sorts of colors, it's just like that? Let's start this thing proper. Hopefully. Yeah. Ooh, I pressed the thing. Graphic settings? Huh. Would that be like the lobby of, Steam, or what? Oh well. I'm gonna edit this anyways, so, like, if it goes there. Well, I guess we're standing on footprints again. Oh, okay. So, I guess we could start at base camp or something? That's probably it.
Welcome to Everest
Okay, here's
Vr.
the proper thing.
First things first. See those footprints on the ground?
Oh.
Now position
I
yourself
always like
on
how
top
these things look.
and make sure you are facing in the same
VR.
direction as the toes.
Toes.
That's it. Before we can start our journey, we need to go through the basics.
So this is how it usually starts when you first started, but I didn't know how to restart, so... Oh, jeez. Hello. I'm gonna wave at you.
Now, let's start our journey.
You have a lot of wrinkles on you. Base camp.
She has many names. To some, she is Sagamatha, the goddess of the sky. To others, she is the apex experience, awe-inspiring, unforgiving, the pinnacle of human achievement. We know her as Everest.
This reminds me of like what the surround sound things you'd be in at a what's it called? You know, those movie theaters with humongous screens and stuff, and it'd be like, here's sea life, here's space, here's Everest, it's here.
To conquer her would require patience and endurance. Though the final ascent to the top of Everest only takes 24 hours, summiting takes weeks of adjusting to the extreme height. Your journey begins at base camp, the central point for all organization and logistics. There, you must pay your respects to the mountain gods. At the start of every season, the Sherpas hold a puja ceremony to bless the expeditions, the equipment, and the climbers by offering food and burning incense. During the ceremony, if a crow lands on the pole at the altar, it bodes well for you and all those who will be climbing the mountain.
I kind of cheat fates by just putting a bunch of food there so the crows would get there anyways. There's some really long loading times for this game. Oh look, crampons. And gloves. Oh, that just makes you uncomfortable being like, here's something sharp, I'm gonna put it towards my face. What happened to that? First thing you do in VR. Okay, let's get this bowl and give it to the bird gods. Or can I just grab it? Oh, cool. Okay, we're playing Far Cry 4. Don't know why it's Fallout 4, I said. Okay, some strange shit's going on, so this is definitely Far Cry 4. Eventually, Yeti's gonna come and save us, I guess. I don't get my thing. What is that? Oop. You're right, there's a wall there. I also got this thing. Not sure if it's a flower or some kind of skin fragment, or maybe it's non-bread. It's a weird color. So are you gonna fly up on that pole or something? Nice. Where'd my thing go? Hey, but here's a ball of saltines.
We'll head out and join the others as soon as you are ready to leave.
Damn, I can't eat it. I want these saltine crackers. Oh, it's just kind of funny when you're like high up and it's like, it doesn't want to do that. That's a strong little porcelain bowl. Can I have these fruits? Nice. What is that? I don't know. Let's go. Yo.
Your ascent begins on the
Panasonic?
Kumbu Icefall, a tumbling field of ice that guards the entrance to the Valley of Silence, the Great Western Kum. Prone to avalanches, its topography ever-changing, it would be impossible to traverse without the Sherpa. With a new route each season, the Sherpas must also account for the constant motion of the glacier each day.
You don't call it a glacier?
For many climbers, this perilous crossing is the mountain's most daunting trial. On the 18th of April 2014, Kumbu Icefall claimed the lives of 16 Sherpas who perished in an avalanche that engulfed them on the glacier.
I don't know what this will be like in 100 years when all this is like just melted. Or like at least more melted. Okay, just gonna walk over here and hopefully not walk into a wall. They're really putting me close to my bed. Walking along.
The ascenders and lean forward slightly. The ladder is going to wobble a bit, but it's secure. Trust me.
So yeah, it took me a while to do this before because like, why isn't this working? It's like, oh, wait a second. Huh, take that. Do I have to grab those things? That Sherpa's like, oh, it's American.
Now climb the next ladder.
Okay.
Hold on tight.
Oh. Don't worry, if I fall, it isn't that far down. Oh. You know, there's a wall there. Can I like grab in the middle? Okay, no. If we die, we die. Can't hear over the sound of my hike. I was trying to make a joke, but I couldn't think of anything.
Take a look at that view.
What, 4 Sherpas for just 1 me? Hey. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at those rich people just being able to fly up to the top of
Just
Everest.
let me know when you are ready to leave.
Okay. I don't know how much it costs to do all this. Like, I wonder what's the minimum cost and then what's kind of like the upper things.
Once you've scaled the icefall, you reach Camp 1. From there, you must make a long trek to Camp 2, which is situated in the upper section of the valley. Towering ahead of you is the next major obstacle, a formidable wall known as Lhotse Face. This is the steepest vertical ascent of your trek, over 1,000 meters of hard blue ice where the slightest misstep can be fatal. Midway up, you spend the night at Camp 3, where tents are nestled on small ledges hewn into the icy slope.
Hewn.
Your reward for this arduous climb is to reach Camp 4 at the South Col, which lies on the boundary of Nepal and Tibet.
Otherwise known as always China. Like, can you go to
There,
Everest from
you will
China?
prepare for the final push.
I guess I could look at the
summit
map thing.
Is now within your grasp.
It's still pretty far. Also, I wonder if anybody's ever, like, went from sea level to Everest just on their feet. You know, no cars, no airplanes, none of that. Just walk straight from the water up to Everest. That'd be kind of cool. Also long. Because I don't think Everest is anywhere close to bodies of water. Probably take, what, weeks, months? I'm just gonna walk off this cliff here. Oh, look at me, I can fly. Okay, serious this time. I was gonna make a reference to Game of Thrones of what somebody says on it, but I can't think of anything. Don't scream, you don't want her to hear you crying being the last thing you ever say. Yeah, Game of Thrones. Need to watch that again with audio commentary. It only got like what the latest season's commentary.
Hey,
Maybe if I
you okay up there? Yeah, I'm fine. Don't forget to breathe, okay?
yeah, it's almost as if
I'm good.
oh, I'd say sea level, but I'm not at sea level. I'm like a mile high-ish.
It's hard to be the person who never gives up. You know who said that? Who? Babe Ruth. Babe who? Yeah, Babe Ruth, the baseball player. Oh, baseball. You mean American cricket? Right. Yeah, American cricket.
Ow. How is it that you Sherpas don't know everything that's American? Ah. I'm gonna hold my breath to see how long it is. So. You know those parts of the movies where the guy's underwater, holding their breath? I almost always do that. And it never lasts as long.
I can't feel my arms.
Did it during that Tom Cruise movie.
What, you cold? No. I'm just exhausted.
I guess I should be up here.
It hurts. Everywhere.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah, that's Mount Everest for you. The Sherpas and myself will do a lot to help, but ultimately you're responsible for yourself. You'll be fine. Just stay positive, my friend.
Just keep swimming.
Follow my lead, and we'll be in Camp 4 before you know it.
So, did people just leave those empty things, or are they there just in case you need extras? I can do this one-handed. Don't even need my other hand, or that pickaxe. All I am is just a hand in the face. That looks pretty cool. I'm just gonna stand here and look at the nice view. And yeah, there is nothing I can do to make this go quicker. Does everybody just kind of like start looking down when I don't move? I want to go home. Okay, time to go up real quick. Continue on.
Hold on! Hold on!
I'm gonna catch it. Slow-mo time. Aw, lame.
Is everyone okay?
Not really.
Hey, everybody good? Yeah.
Wasn't got bullet time, but wasn't able to catch it.
Nobody got hurt. We're okay. Hey, thumbs up. All right, everybody, let's keep going.
So do we, like, carry oxygen tanks or something? I don't know. I thought some people did. It is a long way up. Wonder if I should sit down over here. Just being an American person being like, ugh, good thing I'm climbing Mount Everest, sitting down on a bed, because that's where it put me. Right next to me bed.
I can barely keep up.
Oh, so this thing doesn't have a grip, does it?
If you feel like you are not going fast enough,
Oh, you have to
it
grip.
probably means you are going too fast already. If you don't take it slow, you will need to stop every 10 to 15 minutes. Find a steady pace and keep it all the way to the top.
I don't know how much these guys get paid. I probably should stand in the zone now. Or actually, it still has me over here. Everything's fine.
Oh no, that's not good. You see that? Yeah. That's true. Keep going. Everything okay back there?
Right behind you.
Keep going!
Yeah, screw it. I can't, comment and hold my breath at the same time. Okay, stop using your flash moves to get up there. Not fair. I mean, it makes you go quicker, but it's still not fair.
Oh my god! The rope! The rope's gone!
How did
Use
you...
your ice axe! You must get to camp!
How'd you lose the rope? And good.
Keep going! Keep going!
Double axe. Also, again, how? Was that thing made out of tissue paper? And that's how I died. Snaps, not claps. Oh, right, I can move. Like, when all you see is white, it's like, I don't know. Good thing I found you.
I can't believe we're here.
Oh,
I've
hey.
waited my whole life for this moment. Well, we better hope the weather clears up tonight. This might be my final attempt. How many times have you been on Everest?
This guy died.
I've mounted 3 times, never made it to the top. 3 times? How far have you made it? Well, the furthest I got was just below the Hillary Step. What happened? We had to turn back. I needed to get my partner down. He'd gotten very sick and was running out of oxygen. You survived? Yeah, just barely.
I think they'd put people in quarantine up here.
Oh yeah? How so? Shortly after we turned back, the summit was hit by a massive storm that lasted for days on end. No one who summited that day made it back. What is your partner now? You two climb together? We do. He's resting in the tent over there. If I were you, I'd do the same. You're gonna need it. Copy that.
You're an unlucky sod. This would have to cost at least, like, what? $5,000? 10 or something? Maybe more? I don't know. I don't even... Oh, maybe including flight costs. It depends where you are. Gonna grab this thing and put it on my head. Can I put it on my head? There we go. You sod, you're getting up there without me. And you get up there now. You just look very homey. Just in the snow, soft lights and places. Yo. Over here, dog. Where's those emails?
You leave camp in the middle of the night. Your aim? To reach the summit in the late morning. That gives you just enough time to get back down without being exposed to extreme weather in the afternoon. At daybreak, you reach the south summit.
That's nice.
From there, you can see the true summit of Everest.
So is this where High Hrothgar is?
Halfway between the 2 summits
And
lies the final
Parthenax.
challenge of your climb to the top. The knife ridge provides narrow passage with a drop of thousands of meters on either side. Make it this far, and you've reached the infamous rock face known as the Hillary Step.
Those are big
At this
people.
extreme altitude, you will need every bit of energy you can muster to keep going.
Drink Gatorade.
The Hillary Step allows only the passage of one climber at a time. Having to accommodate a stream of climbers on their way up and weary climbers on their way down, it has claimed the lives of many.
Really?
Their frozen remains along the path are a solemn reminder of the perils of the death zone.
I wonder how many died. I should look that up. Should be a death toll or something on this game. I wonder if there will be an Everest kind of thing, but for like the deepest part of the ocean. Granted, that'd be even more money, because you know, fishing stuff. Though I guess you would just rent it, right? Oh, hey. Okay, I'll just stand over here.
Watch your step. Just put one foot in front of the other.
You're being a bit loud. Oh, do I just... Oh, lock. Okay.
Careful!
Don't tell me what to do.
Good job. Grab the ascent your time.
Taking my time. Yo, do I just teleport out to you? See, why can't everybody do this? It's easy. Hey. I'm just gonna try and teleport up this mountain here. Or do I just wave to you? Hey. You alright, bud? Wow, you're tall. Hey.
Just let me know when you are ready to leave.
Oh. Yeah. You almost. Sup, dog? Wanna go to Buffalo Wild Wings after this? They have this nice Twin Peaks down there. Well, actually, it's multiple peaks, but still.
The end of the ridge, and the end of the world. Then nothing but that clear, empty air. There was nowhere else to climb. I was standing at the top of the world.
It does look pretty cool up here. Also, you're not gonna say who said or wrote that? Also, that looks very iffy right there. Like what? It just looks like snow there. Looks like it could collapse at any moment. I don't see your stone. Maybe if you take a closer look. Walking, not tripping over the cord. Oh yeah. That's cool. Wind physics on the flag or something. Go on, you sods. I got this flag here. See, all you have to do is teleport. So easy. And then, boink. Yeah. Oh, like, it just looks like snow here. Like, are these things to make sure
People
it's stuck in
ask
place?
me, what is the use of climbing Mount Everest?
Nothing.
And my answer must at once be, it's of no use.
Oh.
There is not the slightest prospect of any gain whatsoever. Oh, we may learn a little bit about the behavior of the human body at high altitudes. And possibly medical men may turn our observation to some account for the purposes of aviation. But otherwise, nothing will come of it. We shall not bring back a single bit of gold or silver, not a gem, nor any coal or iron.
That we know of.
If you
I mean,
cannot
it'd be hard to bring it
understand that
down.
there is something in man which responds to the challenge of this mountain and goes out to meet it, that the struggle is the struggle of life itself, upward and forever upward, then you won't see
Oh, it got
why
dark
we
quickly.
go. What we get from
Guys.
this adventure is just sheer joy. And joy is, after all, the end of life. We do not live
So we're
to
happy and we
eat
die?
make money. We eat and make money to be able to live. That is what life means, and what life is for. George Mallory.
Who? Oh, it's red. Hoping to get a good shot here. Okay. It's just gonna keep going like this? I can't remember what happened before. So I can just teleport, like in VR. Are you ready to go? Oh, the frames. Okay. Oh. Enter God mode. Now that I have become a god, I'll do the next logical thing and kill everybody on the mountain. God mode. Can't really read it. I mean, I can read it at this distance, but pixels are so low. So, cool. I guess we started in God mode because I already played this before. Let's see. I'm at 1 scale. And the size of you. Yeah, jerks. Oh. Don't have hands. Oh, look. That works. Puny mortals. I shall become a titan. It's like small, could that be titany size? 50 times? Like person to the meter, 50 meters? Yeah, give or take around. Like, now I'm gonna be curious. Because this is. Would this be how the Colossal Titan looks at people? I have to look. 300 times the size. And then. I am so big, this is just like a pile of rubber. I can't remember the words, and also they're in Japanese. So, are these all the routes, or what? I guess this is the one we usually do, but, also it's kind of hard to look down, because these things do kind of move upwards. I mean, there's that area, that area. What? British expedition, eh? Royal Air Force. You're so tiny. I guess this is like the route some people have taken. Let's go down that way and see. Huh. Are there like other? Okay, still solo. Russian direct. Russian. I guess Russian. They're always Russian around. I'm terrible people. Still Chinese guys. What's this? But that's up there. So where's like the other? Oh, look, there's some more little campsites or graves. I don't know. Oh, Camp 3. Why not both? Let's see, there's like other modes. Hide routes in God mode, go to lobby. Yeah, go to lobby. I'm tired of being a god. I've already played Black and White 1 and 2. Now I am bored. I got these laser pointers. That's pretty chill. Oh, they don't like make your eyes go all weird when they point at it. Wow, this game has good load time. like making me stand in places. Okay, so that's main mode. God mode's over there. Once I press that, so put me back in those things. Yeah, it does. Hopefully, since we already clicked on the
Your
lobby.
ascent begins on the Khumbu Icefall, a tumbling field of ice that guards the entrance to the Valley of Silence, the Great Western Khum. Prone to avalanches, its topography...
I really don't like it, and lots of people do not like it when, like, you turn your head and VR moves, but then it just stops, and it's kind of like having an ear infection. It throws off your balance. I'd say not as bad as an ear infection, but still not great. The Gumbo Ice Vr. Hello, we all very English. We watch documentaries on the telly. And we bring the mallet into the lorry as the trunks in them. Have you bring your lavatory tools? Gonna have crumpets. I can already feel the cord wrapping around my leg. Oh, am I just down here? See, it's easy. Oh, I can't do God mode stuff. Apparently, I'm just a demigod.
I was very nervous a couple times when I'm crossing the Kumbo Icefall. Very scary, and I mean, even today I'm nervous going through the Kumbo Icefall. We have a team of Sherpas called Everest Pollution Control, provide all of the ladders and equipments, and then the icefall doctors they open the route at the beginning of the season, and they stay there end of the season and clean.
And look at this.
All the
Oh. I always hate it when it's like,
The
does
gear
this stop the
required to
audio or
climb to
doesn't
the
it?
top of the world is not insignificant. Climbers will need a 55-liter backpack, ice axe, steel 12-point crampons,
Yeah, crampons.
harness, belay device and ascender for moving along fixed ropes, carabiners and trekking poles. For apparel, climbers need high-altitude double boots,
Double boots?
camp shoes, wool socks, top and bottom base layers, mid layers, soft shell layers, and waterproof hard shell layers.
That's a lot of layers.
Either a one-piece
At the same time?
expedition-grade downsuit or a pants and jacket combo made for 8,000-meter peaks is mandatory. Liner gloves, soft-shell gloves, insulated gloves, and expedition mittens are critical to keep hands warm.
At the same time?
One will also need a helmet, ball cap, neoprene face mask, glacier goggles,
Glacier.
ski goggles, headlamp, sleeping pad, and sleeping bag rated to -40 degrees. Then there are the miscellaneous personal items like food, a water bottle, mug, first aid kit, sunscreen, camera, and urination bottle for when you can't leave your tent.
Oh,
Bottled
okay.
oxygen weighs about 2.5 kilos each, but climbers don't carry an entire supply at once, as high camps are established and stocked before a summit push is initiated. All that said, climbers can expect their packs to weigh anywhere between 9 and 14 kilos.
In pounds? I was, oh right, I was like, do you wear all those gloves at the same time and all those layers? And then it's, because you see them all go on the guy, but then it's like, these goggles and those glasses, and you see the goggles go on the guy and the glasses go somewhere else, so it's like, I guess. And then there's also like, I'm not saying that the game is like,
There is
correct.
absolutely no doubt
Geologist.
that climate change has been a major factor along
Okay.
the Himalayas. Anybody who's trekked up there has seen that all of these glaciers draining from the Himalayas are all retreating. The Khumbu Glacier has retreated something
Glacier.
like 3 or 4 kilometers simply in the last 50 years. This is not restricted to Mount Everest. All the glaciers all the way through the Himalayas are just about all retreating, and this is due to the major climate change factors that are occurring today.
I think I heard somewhere that like you know, the stuff that's causing climate change is also causing guys as a little member to get even littler. Just a note for everybody that might be watching and thinking about voting Republican.
Based on fossil findings and rock formations, scientists have found that the Himalayan mountain range was formed as a result of continental drift, and the Indian plate collided with the Asian plate, closing the intervening Tethys Ocean roughly 50 million years ago. Today, the Indian plate continues to shift northward into Asia at a rate of 5 to 6 millimeters per year. The Mount Everest massif consists of various rock layers. The summit pyramid is comprised of gray, unmetamorphosed limestone, which was deposited on the floor of the Tethys Ocean during the Ordovician period 470 million years ago, long before the tectonic plates collided. The yellow band, a beige layer beneath the summit, is made up of metamorphic marble dating back to the Cambrian period, 510 million years ago.
I was like, Ordovician, that's near
Continuing further
Cambrian.
down is the Everest series, containing layers of black metamorphic gneisses and minerals.
Noises.
This sits atop the greater Himalayan sequence, igneous and metamorphic rocks, including gneisses,
Noises.
migmatites, and granite, which forms most of the rock along the greater Himalayas. Topographically, the mountain is a three-sided pyramid covered in glaciers, where three
Glaciers.
barren faces are separated by three ridges: the southeast ridge, the northeast ridge, and the west ridge. Everest rises 8,848 meters and is surrounded by towering peaks, notably Lhotse at 8,516 meters and Nuptse at 7,861 meters.
Beaches. I like these little infographics. You got something to say, little people?
The first thing is the
Yep.
Sherpa has to carry all of the gears, rope, pickets, carabiners, and ice pittons, all of this stuff to get into the Camp 2. And once they get to Camp 2, there's a group of Sherpa called Fixing Team. They will fix up to Camp 3. And so once Camp 3 is set up, Camp 3 and 4, within 2 to 3 days, they does it. All the team lead Sherpas and leaders and get together, and we coordinate and who to put the routes and how to get the gears out there. When the fixing team go, they will set up tent for themselves. But basically, as you look at the whole expedition team, each team Sherpa will be setting up tents, each camp for the team of their team who they are working for. Hardest part to set up tents is at Camp 3, which is on a, let's say, pace slope. They have to chop ice and snow. They try to be very careful, not dropping the snow and ice down where people are climbing. So that was a very challenging one. But once they set up, they come down and the climbers will be acclimating. And by the time the climbers are ready to go to summit, we'll have another meeting. And also in between, then the fixing gear has to be carried to South Col. So the group of Sherpas, maybe 20, 30 Sherpas, will carry ropes, oxygen, fuel, food, pickets to South Col. Then the fixing team will move to South Col, and they will take 2 days to fix from there to the summit.
They have a lot of scratching on that thing.
The death zone is where the air no longer
death
contains
zone.
enough oxygen to support human life. At 8,000 meters, the body begins to deteriorate, and the risk of dying at the hand of high-altitude pulmonary edema or high-altitude cerebral edema increases exponentially.
Huh.
Here, Humans take in only about 1/3 of the oxygen that's available at sea level. If the body is in a constant state of hypoxia, as it is in the death zone, it doesn't have the ability to recover. With a decreased amount of oxygen available, human tissue cannot repair. Red blood cells cannot deoxygenate, and the body cannot regenerate. Thus the importance of acclimatization rotations, returning to lower elevations so the body can recover, rest, and produce more red blood cells. The majority of climbers who lose their lives on Mount Everest do so in the death zone. Once climbers reach 8,000 meters, they'll be given an oxygen canister and mask, typically stored at Camp 3 by support teams, and proceed higher with the aid of supplemental oxygen. Using oxygen not only makes it easier to breathe, stay alert, and be mobile, but it also helps climbers keep warm. Before European alpinists Reinhold Messner and Peter Habeler successfully summited the mountain without oxygen in 1978, it was not only believed to be physically impossible to do so, but that death would be almost certain. Of the more than 4,400 people who have summited the peak, only 165 have summited Everest without using oxygen, 7 of them women.
Let's see. Let's go up there some more.
By 1953, Tenzing Norgay had been on Everest 6 times. And the previous year, he had been with the Swiss just 300 feet from the top. And so at that time, he was perhaps the most experienced climber in the world. He knew Everest like nobody else did.
Hello.
So British expedition made a plea that, my father to come. My father was quite ill from the previous year's climb. And Her Majesty had actually sent an emissary asking him in his hospital bed if he would go on Everest, and he said yes. So, in a sense, 1953, when he and Ed Hillary climbed, it was the icing on the cake. It was a lifetime dream for him. He was unusual in that he dreamt of climbing Everest because those are the mountains he saw when he was growing up as a child, amazing yaks. But also it was a way for him to take care of his family, put the kids through school, get food on the table. After my father climbed Everest in 1953, May 29th was the day that he had summited. You have to remember, communication wasn't that swift those days, so it took a couple of days for her to get the message. The Queen's coronation was on June 2nd, so on Coronation Day, the news of the fact that Everest had been climbed by the British expedition broke out, and it was a gift in a way to her. And soon after the climb, the entire expedition was invited to England. So my father went to Delhi and met Nehru at the time, Prime Minister Nehru, and then went to meet Her Majesty in the UK. And Everest was something that meant a lot to her, that expedition, especially the moment that she had just been crowned Queen of England.
Okay. Oh, the different screens right there kind of make me feel nauseous, even though I'm sitting down right now. There's a lot of things at the top. Man, it would really suck if you're Trying to bring something up to the top and then it just flew away. Oof. Okay, let's see what's over there. Another one. Oh, right. I keep on forgetting that, like, normally you can't see as much as I can, but I'm not sure about height up and down, but you definitely can't see left or right as I can. Is it that one or is it... It's probably that one over there. Who's the poor sod that has to carry the 360 cam? Here's this guy right here. What's that supposed to be? Like a cat, just sitting on somebody's back. I think that'll be the end of this one. I think I've gotten everything, climbed Everest and did all the stuff. So, anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching another Let's Play by me, the GamerWolf7 of Everest Vr. So, yeah, free on one thing because somehow I got it for free, and then like $14, $15 on Steam. I don't know why. It's because I registered. It's like, I don't know. So anyways, please comment, because like comments, don't you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you want to help my YouTube, please like, subscribe, and check out other videos to help it grow. And please remember to spy neuter animals to control the mutant population. Yep. And until next time, let's play Boy the GamerWolf7 of, some other VR game. Not Everest VR, because we've done everything. Can't remember. Oh, there's my computer. I can see the wall here, so I know where it roughly is. Should be right here. Yep, I'm right. So thanks, and see ya.